Are you guys a couple?
Yes, we're married.
Now, how much does a man have to pay and how much does a woman have to pay in a relationship?
Me personally, I think it should be equal because I don't really give a shit about what he makes. Me personally, I like to make my own money in case, like, if something happens and I want to divorce his ass, then I should have money that I could leave with.
How about you? Do you agree?
Yeah, I love independent women, so I'm not big on, I take care of you. I mean, obviously I'll take care of her, but it comes down to she can be her own person, I can be my own person, while still being, together.
Now, ballpark, who makes more money and by how much?
Right now, he makes more money. I think whenever I had my old job before we got married, I made more than him. I feel like I have like more in my 401k. I invest a lot more than he does. He just started yours last year. But now I do make less than he does by probably right now like $8-9 an hour. You make more than me.
Now, given how high divorce rates seem to be, according to some random stat, everyone's saying 50%. Are y'all concerned about prenup or anything like that, losing that money?
No, not at all. We never signed a prenup because if there's an issue, we'll communicate it, and if it comes down to divorce, then we'll make it as amicable as possible. But I don't see her going anywhere. I don't see myself going anywhere either.
We do have an unspoken rule though that if let's say he cheats on me, then I get his paychecks, and then vice versa. So if I cheat on him, then he gets all my paychecks.
All right, tell me more. So you don't break up. You just say we'll still stay together, but I get your next 3 paychecks?
Yeah, so it's basically an agreement where it's we also had one where it was if he cheats on me, then I get to cut off his dick. And then if I cheat on him, then he gets to cut off my clit. So
damn.
Yeah, we just joke because we're forever. We got married 3 months into dating. And ever since then, we were 100% sure that we were never going to cheat on each other. So we have these unspoken rules that hey, you get all my money for the rest of our lives if I cheat on you.
I feel like that's not a signed contract. What if it happens and then you're just fuck this contract, I'm breaking up with you?
I would sign a contract for it. I would sign it. I would get a legal document signing it.
Okay, but it's almost like a loophole. What if you're I want to cheat, I'll take the hit, two paychecks, and then we're good.
It's every paycheck.
It's every paycheck. We're saying for the rest of
okay, yeah,
every
it's
single paycheck.
Gotcha. So it's basically just an unspoken bond of loyalty. How long have you been married?
Almost a year now. We got married in Vegas Christmas Eve of last year.
That's crazy. So do you live here? Why'd you get married in Vegas?
So I moved to Arizona for him. He was born and raised in Arizona, and then I'm born and raised in Indiana. And so on our way here, my mom was like, hey, why don't you guys just get married? She's like, worst case that happens, you guys get divorced. And I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know. And then 2 days before we started the 26-hour road trip, I said, okay, fuck it. Let's get married. Let's go to Vegas. And then the rest is history. We just got married. And then
we get divorced.
Yeah, that's all we kept saying. So that's where we're at now.
Wow. Very free-spirited. So we're talking Vegas and just living here. How crazy is it for you? Or is this normal?
I've been to Vegas a lot, so for me it's super normal. I love to people watch though. But living in Arizona, I feel it is our normal. Downtown Phoenix is trashy. Yeah, it's the exact same type of people for sure.
Now, how'd you guys meet? Was it a dating app or?
It was Tinder. We matched on Tinder. We were friends for 6 months, and then I came to Arizona for the first time, and then that's when I realized I did love him, and I was when we were leaving the airport for me to go home, I was fuck you. And he was like, why? And I was like, because I love you. And then he said the same thing. He was like, fuck you, because I love you too. And then we saw other people, even after that, just had an unspoken rule that